Hi, Allison here, and today we are going to be talking about my 5 perfumes for sexy date night. My top 5 sexy perfumes for date night. So this was kind of requested. I had put up a community post saying that one idea for a video I had was to talk about the strangest perfumes in my collection. And I thought of doing that because the perfume I was wearing that day was basically one that people don't really react to positively, but I still like it. But I can recognize that because of how strange it smells, that's why people can tend to not really like when I wear that. But I put up on my community post, should I do that video, my top 5 strangest perfume? And someone was like, no, do the date night sexy perfumes. But other people still wanted the top 5 strange perfumes. So I'm still going to do that. I guess that's apropos for the October season. This is a season where we kind of talk about the strange and the weird things. I'll definitely get that one out. But let's talk about these 5 sexy perfumes for date night. One of them is kind of typical. You've probably seen them in some videos before. And the rest, I think, could go either way. They might be kind of like obvious choices, maybe not, but let's see. So I will start with the one that gets the most positive responses from men in the sense of it being sexy. This is Black Opium Nuit Blanche. This perfume, when I wear it, it gets compliments from men that aren't just like, oh, you smell nice. They kind of say it with a little tone in their voice, like, you smell good. What you wearing? And they give you a little look, kind of look you up and down, and you may even be like, you shouldn't be looking at me like this in this type of setting, depending on where you are. But that's the response I get when I wear this perfume from men. Men seem to really respond to this as if it is sensual and attractive, like it pulls them in. The notes in here make sense for why they respond this way. It's a gourmand but deep, mysterious combination of notes. Coffee, rice milk, I think, white flowers. So it has a femininity to it because of the white flowers, but then it has some deliciousness to it because of the vanilla and the coffee note, and then it also has some depth to it. And I think that's why this one gets such a positive response from men. And again, this is Black Opium Nuit Blanche. The other reason I would wear this for date night is because I think the lasting power, as far as how long you can actually smell it in a potent way, is about 4 hours. So this isn't a date day perfume or an all day perfume. This isn't necessarily going to wear on you strongly for like 8 hours, 6 hours, anything like that. But if it's date night, you're going out in the evening, you need to smell good for about 4 to 5 hours. This one definitely can work because all you have to do is overspray it. And then the other thing is that you would layer it. This one works really well when I layer it. And the perfume I layer it with is number 2. Let's go ahead and talk about number 2. But next up we have Juicy Couture Gold Couture. This one is such an easy wear. For date night, I would wear this on kind of a low-key date night. So this isn't what you would wear on a coffee date, but if you were going on a date night that kind of had that coffee date vibe, maybe, you know, you all have known each other for a while, you're friends, and you decided to go out to kind of see if this could work, but this isn't feeling like an official first date. It's just kind of like a bit of timidity there still, like, are we really going to do this? Then I would wear this. This one is another one that has white flowers combined with edible notes. It has praline in it though. So instead of it being that darkness that you get from a coffee note, it kind of has a bright candiness because of the praline. And I think the praline in this is what makes this smell not as serious as the Black Opium Nuit Blanche. The Black Opium Nuit Blanche smells like you're going to be dressing up, going somewhere really nice, but going somewhere where you're going to be really close to each other. Like maybe you're going to a jazz lounge and you're kind of like all up on each other. But this one smells like you're going somewhere to have fun and get to know each other. Again, this one, like Black Opium Nuit Blanche, doesn't last that long on its own. But when I wear these two together, they last, and the combined smell actually amps up the sexiness. I know from having worn this combination together, this combination, it drives men a little crazy. So if you don't want to drive your man crazy, don't wear this combination. But if you do, wear this combination, and this combination together actually goes from fun, cool date to, oh, we about to do something. So next up, we have a perfume by Lancome. Can you guess what it is? It's not La Vie est Belle. This is Tresor Midnight Rose. Do you see how much of that I've used? I've chilled on using this because I'm about to run out. But this one, this smells like bold, fresh, intoxicating femininity. It's not as sensual as Black Opium Nuit Blanche is. Black Opium Nuit Blanche has like a blatant sensuality, especially when you combine it with Juicy Couture, Gold Couture. Those two together have like a very blatant sensual smell. But this one has more of a captivating, I want to get to know you more, there's something about you, I can't stay away from you type of smell. This one, when I've worn it, men haven't necessarily responded in a sensual way, but almost like in a, they just want to be in my space way. Like they want to kind of like bury their face into my neck and kiss on me and just be around me, and not necessarily like, oh, when I smell this, I just want to, you know, get her in bed type of smell, because I think that's what people assume when you talk about sexiness. But this is more like a, I just want to be around her and lay up under her, and I can't let her go. I can't walk away. That's what this one smells like. It smells, as far as like how men respond to it, it just creates that ultra fresh femininity that's super fascinating. So the notes in here that I can remember off the top of my head are rose, of course, and then there is some dark fruits, either black currant or raspberry. I can't remember which one. But this one, as far as like what it smells like, not just how it smells in a date night sense, it smells like a fresh jam. And not fresh as in freshly made, but basically it has like kind of a jammy, rosy smell, but freshness added to it, as if you could smell a bit of zest, like some lemon or some type of citrus added to this. So it has like a jammy, rosy smell, but freshness added to that smell. Next up is a celebrity perfume. I have my emails open, and I shouldn't have it open because they could keep distracting me, and I'm not on the clock yet. I'm not at work yet. I worked from home this weekend, so that's why my work computer is still set up. But this is Sofia Vergara Love. Whew, okay. So this one is kind of similar to the Tresor Midnight Rose as far as like that dark, fruity, floral smell. But this one goes way more towards the gourmand feel. And that's because this one adds back that coffee note. Something about the coffee smell, I guess because it reminds people of being perked up. It just kind of wakes up people's senses, and it kind of makes them alert and focused on you. So for date night, if you're wanting your date to be alert and focused on you, get your perfume that has a coffee note. But tread lightly, because some coffee perfumes can have like that dark, thick espresso smell, the type of coffee that most of us who drink coffee wouldn't drink, because most of us who drink coffee, we're actually drinking creamer with a splash of coffee. But people who like that dark, rich coffee smell, that's not necessarily what you get from this. This is more like a sweet, creamy coffee. So So this one has kind of like a black opium feel, so it's in that same family, kind of like that blatant, obviously sensual smell, like that's what you're going for. Because some smells can have like a sensuality that's kind of subtle and fooling you, I guess. Like it doesn't smell like someone's trying to be sensual, but these type of perfumes, Black Opium, Sofia Love by Sofia Vergara, they smell like you're trying to be sexy and you're doing a good job of it. I didn't tell you what notes are in here, did I? As far as what I remember, all of this is off the top of my head. I know there's a coffee blossom note, so the flower that grows on the coffee plant or coffee tree. So it has that coffee note, but a little bit softer. I think there's also some orchid in here as far as some purple flowers, and there may be praline as well. This one is basically like if Tresor Midnight Rose decided to go full gourmand. That's what this one smells like. And last but not least, we have a classic. I'm wearing a classic today, it's not this, but this one is a classic. And this is Alien by Mugler. This one smells like, so there's a play I think called Curse of the Spider Woman. It sounds really bad, right? So basically the Spider Woman, or if I remember it correctly, it's either a play or a book or story. I can't remember exactly. My major is kind of an English-based major, a literature-based major, so I have all these stories in my head because I'm currently getting my master's degree. I'm on my last year of school. But basically, if you've ever heard of that movie or that story or that book, it's this sexy woman who can draw men into her web, but after she does, she destroys them. So that's kind of what this smells like. It smells like she may pull you in and she may destroy you. No, it smells like she will pull you in, but she may destroy you. And as dangerous and fatal as that sounds, men have a way of getting all caught up with the girl who might actually destroy them. But Alien is pretty simple as far as the composition. I think there's just jasmine and amber, and I can't remember the other note. Jasmine and amber for sure. But this one is an intense jasmine perfume. So for some people, it may smell too classic, because a lot of people associate that classic jasmine note with like their mom. Like, oh, that's something my mom would wear. Maybe your mom does wear this, depending on how old or young you are. But this one smells like mature sexiness. This one smells like a woman who knows what she wants, a woman who probably feels like she knows what you want. And she's already gonna cater everything and tailor everything to kind of pull from what you want in order to get what she wants. So this one actually smells like a seductress. When you smell this, some people may smell it and think, oh, I don't like that. But then they keep going around the woman who wears this. That's the type of date night scent this is. This smells like the perfume you wear on the night where you are basically trying to seduce and conquer. So there is a perfume in my collection that is hard to find, and I've talked about it a lot. I have a few people who have said that they went out and bought it and they loved it. So it's not just me, but it is by Daisy Fuentes and it's Dia Noche Passion. I talked about how this one smells like a destroy and conquer or seduce and conquer type of scent. Dia Noche Passion almost has that smell. Dia Noche more like has the date night smell that definitely gives off the vibe of the night's gonna end a certain way, or you're making your man feel like it will end a certain way, like it's definitely gonna end a certain way. So basically it is definitely sexy date night perfume. Sexy, sexual, sensual, is all of that, which is why I don't wear it that much, because I'm not really trying to give off that vibe when I go to work or when I go to the bookstore. I hardly ever wear that perfume because you just have to be in a certain headspace or maybe even confidence to wear that. There are days where I wear it where I'm not necessarily trying to give off that vibe, but I'm just like, I don't care what people think right now, I just like the way this smells. So days when I can be so in tune with what I like smelling that I don't care about whatever assumptions other people have when they smell it, those are the days when I can wear Dia Noche Passion. Okay, that concludes the video. Let me know what your 5 perfumes are, or any of your perfumes are for date night. Like ladies, if you have a certain perfume that's your go-to perfume for sexy date night, tell me what it is. Gentlemen who are watching, if there's a certain perfume that when you smell it on your lady, you're just like, sexy date night, let me know what that perfume is. Alrighty, bye.